Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Dear viewers and listeners, peace be upon all of you. You are most welcome to the online class organized by our Honorable Principal of Tongi Pilot School and Girls College. Dear viewers and listeners, how is it going? My expectation is that you are safe and fit during this pandemic COVID-19 and you are maintaining hygiene or the followings of rules of health and you are safe. Okay. Now you are going to enjoy the online class. So I'd like to suggest you will never forget to keep an exercise book and a pen before you. Okay. Firstly, I would like to introduce myself. I am Soyad Tanbir Hussain, English teacher, Tongi Pilot School. Before going to our lesson, I advise you not to pay attention to another thing such as television, audio record or video record, other children at your home. Okay. Our topic, today's topic, describing graphs and charts, question number 10, and mark is determined 10, and this is a very important topic for the students of class 9 and 10 in English first paper. Graphs and chart. Actually, this is a very new topic for you because such type of questions you didn't face in class 8. So you have to be careful about my lecture. Graph. What is graph? Graph is actually a diagram. Or a graphic form or a simplified drawing, that shows the relation between two or more variable or changeable quantities, sets of numbers or measurements. You have to notice it very carefully. Graph means a diagram, লেখচিত্র in Bangla, or a graphic form, just in this way, or a simplified drawing. Actually, these are different types of drawing, that shows the relation between two or more. Here four things are described. Here 1 2 3 4 5 things or five items are described. Here just in the same way, 1 stage, 2 3 4 5 stages are linked or connected with lines and dots. Okay, here 3 parts in a table. Variable quantities. Variable, that means changeable. The quantities are changeable. sometimes more, sometimes less, more, in this way. Actually, variable quantities, sets of numbers or measurements. Got the point clear? Okay. How many types of graphs or charts we can see in the question paper? There are many kinds of graphs and charts, but in class 9 and 10, the students usually face these four types of graphs or charts. Number 1, bar chart or graph chart. Just this type of chart. You may know this type of chart is bar chart, where the things or something is described with rectangular columns. Pie chart, actually pie chart is a circle, which is divided into few segments or portions or parts, or you may say it, tell it slices, segments, where something is described in percentages. Line graph. What is line graph? Line graph is also some total of some lines which is connected with dot, and line graphs is like this. Then table. You know, this type of table describes any information. Here 2 columns or 3 columns or 4 columns may describe some information about something. Okay, we have already learned about the types of graphs and charts, and after this we know how we can describe a graph or a pie chart or line graph or table. Okay. Now we will see the steps what you should follow to describe a graph very well. How to describe or a graph, how to describe a graph or chart, or the steps to follow. First, introductory line, coping with the question. That means what you will write in the first line. In the first line of your description about the graph or chart, you should follow the line given in the question. What does the question say? Or in the question, what does the question show? What does the graph show? Say for example, you can say the graph in the question shows, or the graph above shows, shows something. That means if I would like to mention one thing, that is many students ask me whether you should draw the graph, whether you should draw the graph in the answer script. I will suggest you that no need to draw the graph, but if you have time, then you can draw it, but you need not spend more time in drawing a graph or chart. Okay, if you don't draw a chart in the answer script, then the starting line may be like the graph in the question paper shows dash dash dash. Again, the graph or the chart given in the question paper shows dot dot dot. In this way. Otherwise, if you draw the graph in your answer script, then you may write the graph above, or the above graph shows or tells or describes dot dot. In this way, you will write the first line of your graph. Next, column or bar indication with time. You have already seen some few minutes ago that what is the graph, what is the chart or pie chart, what's the table. So you have to indicate the bar or column of a graph, or if the question is about a pie chart, then you have to describe the segment, or you have to describe the portion of the graph. Okay, that means for how many things or how many items or how the information is highlighted, how the information is highlighted in the graph, you will write that line. 3. To describe the information about the given thing one after another. That means if in the graph you see 4 columns, or if in the pie chart if you see 5 or 4 segments, then 4 segments have to be described with the year or month, or with the thing that is given in the question, in the graph, etc. Okay, and you can see that in this point or in this stage at least 3 or 4 lines you have to write, and if you count how many lines you have already written in the answer script, then you can see that at least in this stage 4 lines, here at least 2 lines, here 1 lines, 4, 2, 6, 7 lines already written in your answer script. Next stage 4, comparative discussion or comparative description. That means you can see that in the graph or in the chart, some information about something is more or some information about something is less. Here you can find out or you can see decrease or increase about something. So you will write the comparative description, which is more you will write about it, and which is less you will write about it, and which is more and how much more or how much less you can also write about it. Then here also you can produce, in this stage you can also produce 3 or 4 lines, 3 or 4 lines at least. Okay, next, to describe the increase or decrease of the topic, rate percentage. However, it is already told about you, it is already told you. Then concluding remark. In this way, after writing few lines about the graph or about the chart, you will write a concluding remark. It's up to you. Actually, this remark is dependent on you. Whatever you like, you can write about the graph. Your remark may be written here, and in this way you can describe a graph nicely. I think you have already understood about the methods, and next time you will try. However, I expect that if I draw a graph here, if I draw a graph or chart here and try to make you understand how to write this, then it will be more clear. Okay, next I will show it after drawing, no problem. However, I would like to suggest you that the steps, actually these steps you have to follow at first, and you have to keep you have to remember this, otherwise you will not write a graph, or you will not describe a graph clearly. Okay. Now you can see some important words that will be helpful in describing a graph or chart. You can write down these words and try to memorize it, so that while describing a graph or chart, you can get help from this word. These words are actually you can see mostly used in writing or describing a graph. In my next class, I will show you by drawing a graph. I think today's lesson has amused you about the class. Actually, in next class, I don't want to give you a big homework. Just I like to suggest you that you will only memorize these words, so that when I will take another class, you can understand the class nicely. That's all for today. Stay safe, and whenever you go out, use mask and sanitize your hands, and continue study. Thank you very much.